Welcome to the Western Reserve Cocktail Corner. I'm joined alongside Ann Thomas of Western Reserve Distillery. And Ann, tell us a little bit about Western Reserve.
So Western Reserve Distillers is a all-organic distillery, the only one out of Ohio. We are out of Lakewood, Ohio, just a little suburb from Cleveland, so not too far from Buffalo. My husband and I started the business in 2014 and we opened our doors in 2018. And we started with one product, vodka, and we are now up over 20 products. Bourbon is always the best seller. So once we were able to get bourbon out there, that has become the best seller. However, I will say we now have agave spirits, and our Reposado agave has taken off, and it's quickly gaining on our bourbon, quickly gaining in popularity.
Agave spirits, tell us a little bit more about that.
So agave spirits is, if we were making it in one of the 5 states in Mexico, we would be able to call it tequila. However, we make it in Lakewood, Ohio, so we must call it agave spirits. It is made from 100% organic Blue Weber agave, and we work with a an organic farming co-op out of Jalisco, Mexico. They have the seed stock, they do the farming, the harvesting, they do the pressing. From there in Lakewood, we go ahead and we do the mashing, the fermentation, the distillation, bottling, and we sell it. So because it is done in the United States, we cannot legally call it tequila, we have to call it an agave spirit. Both our Reposado and Añejo are actually aged in our bourbon barrels. So our Reposado sits about 10 months in our bourbon barrels. Our Añejo is at about 14 months. So they both have a really nice finish on them. The Añejo starts to pick up, it sits just long enough, it starts getting some of the bourbon caramely notes, some of the oak flavors. So over a block of ice, fresh squeeze of lime, it sips like a great bourbon. Our bourbon that's finished in a sherry cask has become really popular, and I have to say, at 94 proof, it does not drink like a 94 proof bourbon. It's very smooth. It's got some sweet notes of the bourbon right up front. Finish is a little softer, a little drier, and you get some of the sweet fruit flavors.
And tell us a little bit about your facility back in Ohio.
Okay, so the facility is, it's a small craft distillery. I'm not gonna lie, we're not anything like the big guys. We have 25,000 square foot facility, a mash tank that is 6,000 liters, and a still that's 3,000 liters. So basically what that means is we can fill our mash tank once, and then fill 2 fermentation tanks, and then run the still twice to take care of all of the mash that was in one mash tank. On our property, we also have a full-service bar and restaurant.
Tell us a little bit about the future of Western Reserve and what you're hoping to see here in Buffalo.
We are in nearly 500 stores in the state of Ohio. We're increasing our footprint as far as bars and restaurants go. And that would be the next step here in New York as well, is to not just be in the liquor stores that you all can be, go purchase us in, but to also get into your local bars and restaurants as well, so that you're not just purchasing them to take home, but then you can go out to your local bars and restaurants and go, oh, I know that brand that's sitting on your back shelf. I'll take, my cocktail made with that one, and I'll, oh, I want to try, their Blanco and your margarita.
And we'll see you next time, where we're going to learn how to make some awesome drinks with these award-winning spirits.